Hey, how's it going again? There it seems to be a trend going on. I don't know if I think this trend is going to be on the upward. Um, for some reason, I don't know why, but like you would think that these celebrity women like will have the creme de la creme of choices when it comes to men, but it just seems like a lot more of them are ending up alone. Like, and I don't know why. Like, it seems like it seems like women like dudes are getting better and just like women are getting worse. But before I go into the celebrities, I mean, I didn't even know these type of women were out here like this. But like this granny that I'm about to show you, I mean, she needs to take like a chill pill, man. But shout outs to Darius for this footage.
Don't get married. Fuck till you drop. And then just buy a house. As long as there's
So, I mean, this woman's from the UK, so obviously, like, it's kind of different over there a little bit, but, you know, believe it or not, like, although Europe is pretty much like a extension of the United States into a certain extent, there's still a little bit of traditionalism over there. You're still gonna be able to have that, you know what I mean? But for the most part, they're just the same. Now, this woman is probably living alone, but listen to what she's saying. She's trying to keep younger women alone too. Let's listen.
penetration and satisfaction. I'm a happy old lady. And a dirty old lady as well. What's something?
Do you hear that? You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of crazy, bro. Like to like hear something like this. Um, Now let's look at something else that was said. Let me see. Let me see. Okay.
She's an attorney out there. She is
So
just flabbergasted that.
let's see. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's look at this. Let me see.
Shoe is on the other foot. Oh, I knew things weren't right. I haven't felt right for a while, but listen, thank you for being honest with me. It's always better, honesty, and now we can move on.
Okay, so let's read it. I am a white-haired man. Check my post, but I could never see myself with you. This is not hateful. Please, just true. Love to be your friend, though. So he just friend zoned like this 50-year-old woman, as we see.
We don't have to put on a front, and we can just both go on with our lives. Thank you, white-haired man. You know.
And now let's look at her again, I think. Let's see.
Don't forget the asset tracking system. Got it. Sure, it's my first day as an IT manager. Slave for especially older women.
Okay, let's see.
Avoid a description of yourself that describes you as strong and independent.
Wow. I don't even know where to begin with that. I think it would just be easier to avoid you.
This is just more proof.
Yeah, these women, man, like the problem with a lot of these women, man, is that they like it's like basically they're doing everything in their power for you to basically combat what you're trying to tell them, and they act like you're telling them in a place of like in a place of just wanting to get at them, but you're really telling them in a place that you want to help them, but they're not like really listening. They think that you're trying to like just go at them, but that's not the case at all. You're actually trying to like give them some, like help them get a clue. You know, that's what's really what you're trying to do, but they just think you're trying to do something else, which is not the case at all. But let's look at a few things with these celebrities and see what's the deal, what's going on. Let me see. Um, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see.
Take care of your skin, my guy. It's not even that hard.
Oh my God.
No. If you're struggling with acne or
Shout out to Cayenne.
Yes. And
You are doing so great.
So the worst thing is when you have two when you have two of them together. You have Sierra, who will pretty much suck you dry. Not in a good way though. And then you have Lala, as you see, who is not the Lala that we knew on MTV. But let's get into it.
Ooh, thank
I
you.
was backstage like, there go my best friend.
So I'm so happy you're here. You made this happen because you flew in last night and you have to go right back.
I would do anything for you. You know that. I had to come and support you and just show you love and let you know how much we love you and we're so proud of you.
Aw, I love you.
Of course.
And the reason why this is also really sweet is because you're filming 2 shows right now.
Yes, I am. So I'm down in Atlanta filming BMF, and then I go back and forth to Chicago for The Shy, which is what everyone just saw. So I'm kind of...
So what happens is like when they can't get nobody, they just like go ahead down and work sometimes. Like they just, you know what I mean? Like they just do other things to distract themselves that, you know, they're going to be able to, they're going to be able, that they're going to go to sleep alone at night, you know. The bed, the side of the bed is going to be empty. You know what I mean?
all over the place, but when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work, and it's just a blessing to be able to do it.
Exactly. Hardest working woman. So, speaking of being one of the hardest working women that I know, I am so proud of you because you were just recently nominated for an NAACP award for The Shy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. I mean, you know how hard I work when it comes to happy about that.
Yeah, we were dancing, we were celebrating. Last night sent her flat.
And we've just hit it off. And 17 years later, we're still here.
He is turning 15.
He is turning 15 in
Yes.
a couple of days, so definitely shout out.
But this is the funny part. I saw this. He wants a tattoo for his birthday.
Oh, now you know he ain't getting no damn.
What's going on
And
in your mind?
he said he wanted to get a chest tattoo. I said, that little... Oh, I'm a crazy person. I feel like high school basketball games are crazier than NBA games. Like, one... So, yeah, so that's a 100% rice water complex. This is a power potion. And it's my real name, Alani, spelled backwards, Anala. And I'm super proud of it. It's definitely key.
That's another thing they do is this boss female thing. It's like a lot of the quote unquote boss chicks, a lot of them are single, bro. Like that's one thing you'll notice is that Like many of them are single as well, I don't know why, but I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, that's just how the ball rolls.
People's hair healthy, growing your hair. We do.
Look, were we really promoting the product or what?
It was Valentine's Day.
I'm just saying, get both in.
Get both in.
More with Lala after this. We're back with Lala, Anthony.
Hey.
Okay, so my girl is single.
Here we go.
Gotta know, what kind of guy are you looking for?
I just want to know, does Russ have like a long lost, like single brother somewhere?
See, here we go. Keep in mind this thing. Brittany Renner and many other girls that you see on social media will say, oh, we want what Ciara and Russell got. But the only reason why they want that is because the wall is real and they've been passed around like newborn. They've been ran through like newborns run through wipes. Okay? That's the reason why they want that. Okay? Now, granted, Ciara, she's not really having fun in that relationship. In fact, she's bored. That's why she twerks on social media. You see her twerk on her TikTok. Stuff like that is because he's not doing it. It's not doing the purpose. Now, granted, if that was my wife, she wouldn't do that. And if I caught her doing it, I would divorce her. Like I'm not putting up with that. I'm like, since you want the world to see, you can let the world have. You know what I mean? Because like some guys, they'll think it's cool. They'll be like, yeah, I get to go home to that at night and stuff like that. But the thing you're going home to at night is not really thinking along the same terms as you're thinking. But let's continue on.
That we don't know about, because that would be great.
That's so sweet.
I'm just looking for someone that's nice, caring, considerate, spontaneous, God-fearing, and just a good overall person.
That's what they all say too. Like, they had the chance to have that though. But in the industry, let's be honest, like if you're in the music industry, I'm pretty sure there are some genuine people. Don't get it twisted. You're going to run into some genuine people. But usually those genuine people are behind the scenes or don't have a big enough name, to propel you forward and propel your brand forward. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure that there were probably those guys she was looking for, but she just didn't want those guys. You know what I mean?
All of that good stuff. Yes. Okay, so I have to ask, are you on any dating apps?
I haven't gone there yet, but I know dating apps are successful. My dad actually met his wife on plentyoffish.com on it.
So if she does entertain dating apps, keep in mind it's going to be entanglements. They're not going to be long-term relationships. They're going to be entanglements. They're not going to really be like something like worth having. Because that's, pretty much dating apps. Although I don't have any dating apps, from what I know, dating apps, you just swipe, say yay, nay, and that's how they work.
Dating app.
Crazy.
And they're married now and they're doing well. So shout out to dating apps and people that are courageous to get on them, because my dad found love on a dating
And they've been going long.
They've been going long and strong.
What's up, Pops? We love you. Okay, so, of course, being your best friend, I want to help you find love because you were there for me also.
Keep in mind that even if she's married to Russell Wilson, always keep in mind that she's not going to have her. Well, when you look at it, she's going to try to get her to get with a beta male simp. because very much so. I'm not gonna say that she wears the pants in the relationship, but I'm gonna just say that she kind of dictates the terms of the relationship, which is why he's getting traded right now, because he has no control over his woman and what she does in her spirits. You know what I mean?
So in my special times, and I think it's important that we make it clear what we want. It's all about
You
intentionality.
always say
We
that.
gotta be intentional. I think that's so important. So we're gonna play a little game, and we'll show a scenario that describes how a significant other might be.
Okay.
Okay, and you, and Twitch, and I, we're gonna decide if it's a relationship deal breaker or not.
Okay.
Okay. So let's
The guy is looking like, oh God, like even he knows it's like BS. He's like, oh God.
see the first one.
All right.
Get our paddles
Get my
out.
paddle.
You ready, Twitch?
Okay.
Okay. Asked to split the bill. Yeah.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. No.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah. No.
Well, here's the thing about that. Never pay for a woman who's not worth paying for. That's just it. The first thing you should do, and I'm not saying this, and I don't suggest this at all. I suggest you don't even bother doing this. But if you must, okay, I'm just saying this is a big if. If you must, just take them to like take them to Starbucks or something. Get a frappuccino. And if they're really into you, then they're not going to care about no damn frappuccino. They're going to care about getting to you. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm going to tell you the truth. There's been times where I didn't even have to pay, where I tried to pay and the girl wanted to pay because she was so into it. When a girl likes you, she's not going to really, the money thing's not going to mean anything. Okay? In fact, she probably will pay.
We don't
Like-
even know what that.
Yeah.
Not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker.
No.
Oh,
Yo,
no.
wait, but here's the thing. Look, ask. But so for me, it's like my wife asked, like, but and this was when she was like my girlfriend. She asked, but I was like, nah. But even just the consideration was awesome.
Okay,
see
you
what I'm
didn't let
saying?
her pay the bill.
No,
So that's
not,
okay.
no,
But
not
she-
absolutely
but
not.
she
asked.
Yeah, but she asked.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, if she asked, that means she was probably like, I guess, like you can say, she was being fair. You know what I mean?
Guys are married, so okay.
Absolutely. See, yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. They flirt with your friend.
Oh no, that is
Absolutely
a deal
not.
breaker.
Baby.
Like,
Not for as unfortunately as toxic, since it is so toxic, the relationship dynamics in the West, that's not necessarily a deal breaker, because the thing is that unfortunately a lot of Western women don't like it when she's the only one. I'm dead serious. There was one scenario. I'll tell one scenario. I wasn't interested in this girl by any means. I was not interested in her. But what happened was, she pretty much just didn't pay me no mind, didn't pay me nothing. This is back in my college days. Didn't look at me, didn't want to give me no time of day, although I wasn't really into her or anything like that. But then she saw me with a colleague in college, and this colleague was kind of I guess you can say she was flirting with me and stuff like that. The girl who wasn't into me saw that, and she went crazy, and she just all of a sudden started talking it up and started being super friendly. So I say this to say that it's not really a deal breaker, because a lot of modern women, they kind of dislike you to just be focusing on them. So I don't know why they call it a deal breaker. I guess because, maybe she's past her prime.
What? No. We're not having that.
Nope.
No, we're not having
Deal breaker. Okay.
Deal
Next.
breaker.
All right, we got
He's just on code right now.
choose loudly. Okay. Nah.
Okay, it's not a deal breaker, but I'm gonna tell you.
We're gonna talk about it.
Get it together.
Yeah, we got enough
Get
pain.
it together.
You'll be surprised how these women live and chew and all types of things. You know what I mean?
You smackety smackety.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
If you cue, we could kind of give a little.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wears their socks during sex?
That could
Sex during sex, that is not a deal breaker. No. That's not a deal breaker. Sometimes people like their feet to be moved.
No, we worry about the socks. We're not worried about the socks, okay?
right.
All right, you guys. This was fun. Shy is available on show.
Okay, so now let's see. So here's what happens when like the feminists hit the wall.
Because healthy communities need more than healthcare. Multi-care. We're here for you.
All right, before we get into the video, make sure you...
When women are couples, I just go up to my husband and say, keep out of it. From my personal experience.
Okay, this is the wrong video, my bad. All right, let's see. So, okay, let's see.
Make sure to stay connected with me. Follow me on social media as well as support the
Now,
channel.
now keep in mind, Maya, she was a hot commodity in the music entertainment world, like some years back, like 10 years, 12 years back. But she had a nice little run, but I mean, I don't know if she was prepared for life after that run, but let's take a look.
Patreon by in dating her, especially a successful man with options, okay? And that's what we're speaking about. We're speaking about successful men with options who really are not going to look in Maya's direction. Now Maya's 40. She's single. She's a minimalist. And she is a staunch vegan, and we're going to get into that because she has no interest in dating men who eat meat, even though a lot of the men...
Okay, well, that takes away quite a few options already. That takes away many options because, yeah, some dudes need to eat meat, just to, function in their day-to-day.
Who has these physiques that y'all like so much, they eat a lot of steak. They eat a lot of red meat. Not all, but most of those guys. So, but anyway, we're going to get into that. But Maya has dated multiple men in the industry. She's been in the industry since the late 90s. She's been in the entertainment industry since the late 90s, and she has dated her fair share of celebrities. Now, from 96 to 2000, she was involved with Silk the Shocker. 2005, she was involved with The Game.
So you kind of get the message that she rode the carousel. You know what I mean?
In 2010, she was involved with former NFL player Larry Johnson. In 2011, she was involved with Deshaun Jackson, which is actually very interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
She was being involved with him because that shows that she, doesn't mind hooking up with the younger guys. As a matter of fact, there is a photo of her with singer Dave East, and they were very cozy.
So she was just riding the cock carousel, basically. She's still on the carousel. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
With each other, A woman will let a guy be that cozy with her unless she, is interested in him either to have relations or they're just really, 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 really cool with each other. Now, there were some notable mentions,
I'm always shopping the Real. They drop over 10,000 new arrivals every day from luxury.
Cameron and Gucci Mane.
So even Cameron and Gucci Mane had a turn?
She's denied ever getting with Jay-Z or 50 Cent.
She did, though. That's cap. Because I'm not gonna even cap to you. A while back, I actually knew, like, when I spent some time in Philadelphia, I actually knew, like, some of those dudes who were signed to Rockefeller Records. Shout out to Oskino. You know what I mean? And some people who worked there, and that's cap. Jay-Z messed with that woman. Don't let it fool you. Jay-Z messed with her. Trust me.
But after about 2012, she sort of went, pretty much in the background. She wasn't dating anybody, wasn't doing anything in the industry. Just sort of went away. Until about 2019, I saw her in a reality show with Lil' Kim. And again, she looks good for her age. She really does. Even though she's only 40. It's not that she's 50, she's keeping herself in shape. She's a vegan, a staunch vegan. So I can see why she keeps herself together. Health and fitness are become.
I'm not gonna cap. She's not a bad looking woman. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. She's not bad. Like, she's not bad looking at all. But it's just, you had a good time.
Popular, I would say, nowadays. You look on Instagram, you look on social media, you have a lot of females showing off their bodies that either they paid for or they got in the gym, okay? And Maya, I wouldn't say that she's one of these females who shows off her body a lot, but she definitely shows you that she's keeping herself up. Now, the thing with Maya is that she doesn't have any children. She is 40 years old. She is...
That boat has sailed.
Is single, and she's never been engaged. She's never been engaged. She's never had a man want to marry her. And that's very weird.
Keywords. We have to rephrase that statement. She's never had a man that she wanted to marry her. I'm pretty sure there were other men who wanted to marry her, but she's never had a man that she wanted to marry her. You gotta always keep that in mind.
If she's been engaged before, no one knows about it. She won't say anything. She's being very mum on her dating life, especially after 2012, And I see that as somebody who I think liked being a civilian, like being just regular, not being in the public eye. Maya is very intelligent when it comes to the industry. She talked about how her ex-managers wanted her to date celebrity men in order to get publicity and she refused to do so, even.
So here's the telling thing too, though. You have to understand that some of these industry relationships are basically done for, like, done as suggestions by, like, what you can call it, by like publicists and things like that. You know what I mean?
She did date celebrities, but she's saying that she refused to do so, which led me to believe that there were guys in the industry who her managers wanted her to date, and she didn't want to date them. And that to me just shows that she didn't want to be perceived as an industry, thought. She was very conscientious of.
But she was, though. She had, like, she was on the carousel with all these guys.
Her image, even back then, I think more so than now, because a lot of these women in the industry are dating these guys because they want publicity. And I think that Maya, especially when it comes to this not dating meat eaters, I think she has a false sense of options. I really do believe that she believed that she has more options than.
For a limited time, save up to $400 when you join or add a line with Google Fi. Sign up today.
The Owlet Dream Duo creates better sleep for the whole family. Built with award-winning technology, it helps you see and hear your baby.
Make sure to stay connected with her image. That is going to hinder your dating, because if that's the only thing that is going to keep you from getting into a relationship, then obviously you are more delusional than you appear to be. And again, you have these women in the industry who struggle to date because their standards are just very unrealistic. Or you got those who hang on far too much to their youth when they were in and out of the clubs, when they had all attention from all these different men, and they don't have that anymore. Maya is no different. I believe she thinks that even though she's focusing on her career, as she says, being celibate, I still think she wants to be in a relationship. But she wants to.
I mean, at the end of the day, she does, but, we all know how this is. But let's look at what a Western woman says about Maya. Let's look at what let's look at what they say. And let's see what a woman says. I understand completely why Maya married herself. Let's listen.
When people start asking, why aren't you married? Why don't you? When are you going to have kids? How come nobody wifed you up? First of all, a wife is different than being wifed up. Maybe I didn't choose. It's not that somebody didn't choose me. Maybe I ran away for 7 years because I already seen the bullshit coming.
So you can see where this is going.
But I felt like it was time, and it's a spiritual record. As much.
Maybe it's this angelic white and you just look so beautiful, but it just like you feel like there is a wholeness to you. How did we get here?
It's time, experience. Also being put through the ringer sometimes is the testimony. It's your ministry being shaped.
You know what? I'm just going to end it on that note, but just keep in mind, guys, that, at the end of the day, these women, the older they get, the more angrier they're going to become. And also the more, like, I guess you can say, the more delusional they become as well, too. Like, that's just how it works. I will hope that as men, the older we get, the wiser we get, and the more richer we get, hopefully. I mean, that would be the ideal thing for us, and even when in our youth to, like, become rich as well, too, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know, man. There's like a lot of women who are, you would think them being in the industry, they will have the creme de la creme, but it's like, yo, like these women are single. I think like Taraji P. Henson is another one. Carrie Hilson is another one. Vita Guerra is another one. You know, it just goes on and on and on, basically. You know. But I mean, that's all I pretty much got for now, guys. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Foolish signing out. Njarama.